How often do you take a moment to truly consider the people in your life? How many relationships lift you up, inspire you, and bring you peace? And how many drain your energy, confuse you, or leave you emotionally depleted? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, asked us to dig deep with these very questions. Our relationships are not just casual interactions, they are powerful mirrors of our internal world. The people we allow into our lives are reflections of our emotional patterns, beliefs, and even our fears. Think about it. How many times have you felt obligated to maintain a relationship that no longer serves you? How many times have you said yes to something only to find yourself feeling resentful or overwhelmed? These aren't just coincidences, they are clues from your unconscious mind, signaling that something in your life is out of alignment. When someone repeatedly crosses your boundaries, it's not necessarily because they are intentionally harmful. It might be because a part of you hasn't yet learned how to protect your energy. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it is self-love. It's not about pushing people away, but rather ensuring you create space for those who resonate with your highest self. Jung believed that our unconscious mind is always guiding us towards well-being, but too often we ignore the signals it sends. The exhaustion you feel after a difficult interaction, it's not just about being tired, it's your unconscious urging you to protect your peace. Choosing yourself means learning to listen to these signals. It's about setting boundaries, not as walls that isolate, but as bridges to healthier, more authentic relationships. When you choose yourself, you say no to what no longer serves. You and yes to what nourishes your soul. This is how you begin to align your life with your highest truth. As you begin to live authentically, something extraordinary begins to unfold. Your intuition, the quiet voice within you, becomes louder, clearer, and undeniable. That gut feeling you get when something feels right or when it doesn't is your inner compass. But here's the catch. To truly hear your intuition, you need to silence the noise around you. Step back from the pressure of external expectations. Let go of the need for approval and learn to trust yourself. The truth is, no one else can truly know what's best for you. You've likely had experiences where, in the middle of a chaotic situation, you felt an inner nudge telling you to stop or to go in a different direction. That feeling wasn't a random thought. It was your inner wisdom guiding you. But in order to hear it, you must cultivate a relationship with yourself. It requires stillness, introspection, and patience. You need to let go of the stories that society has been telling you about who you should be and trust the voice inside. When you choose yourself, you send a message to the universe. I am ready to align with my truth, and the universe responds. Opportunities, people, and experiences that resonate with your authentic self begin to appear. They come into your life effortlessly, often when you least expect it. The challenges you face don't disappear. In fact, they might even intensify. But here's the difference. What once felt like an overwhelming struggle becomes an opportunity for growth, transformation, and deeper self-discovery. You stop resisting the difficulties and start seeing them as catalysts for change. This is the magic of living authentically. Everything around you begins to align with who you truly are. The external world begins to reflect your inner world, and the things that once seemed impossible are now within your reach. When you begin to live authentically, you will also start experiencing what Carl Jung called synchronicity. These are the seemingly random but perfectly timed events in your life that you can't explain by logic alone. They may appear as mere coincidences, but in reality, they are signs that your inner world is aligning with the outer world in meaningful ways. Have you ever thought about someone and then within minutes, they call you or send you a message? Or you've been struggling with a decision and then, out of the blue, the answer appears in a conversation or through something you read. These are not mere accidents. They are signals, nudges from the universe that you are walking the right path. Jung believed that when we live in alignment with our authentic selves, the universe conspires to support us. It doesn't happen all at once, but slowly in moments of clarity and quiet magic. This alignment leads to synchronicity, the meaningful, seemingly unexplainable moments that guide us forward. The more you embrace your authentic self, the more you'll notice these moments. The people you meet, the opportunities that appear, the seemingly random occurrences in your life, they all serve as reminders that you are in sync with your purpose. But make no mistake, choosing yourself does not mean the path will be easy. In fact, the greatest challenges often arise the moment we decide to step into our truth. It's as though the world, so accustomed to the version of us that aims to please others, resists our transformation. Expect resistance, it's inevitable. The doubts will come, the fears will surface, and the temptation to revert to old habits will feel overwhelming. Perhaps you'll hear that little voice in your head whispering, "This isn't the right time," or "What if you fail?" But here's the truth. Every time you resist the urge to go back to what's familiar, you are affirming your growth. You are affirming that you are no longer willing to live a life dictated by the expectations of others. That voice, it's not your truth. It's simply the echo of old stories, fears, and conditioning that no longer serve you. Jung taught us that true change doesn't come without resistance. That friction, the tension between who you were and who you are becoming, is proof that you're on the right path. It's the growing pains of transformation. The key to navigating this resistance lies in deep self-reflection. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? What kind of life do I want to build? When you gain clarity on these questions, decisions become easier. You start to understand which choices are aligned with your authentic self and which ones are not. When you gain clarity on your core values, you no longer feel torn between conflicting demands. You are no longer swayed by external pressures. Instead, you make decisions based on what resonates with your heart and soul. And as you begin to make decisions that align with your true self, you'll find that life begins to shift in response. People, opportunities, and experiences that align with your authentic energy will be drawn to you. What was once out of reach is now within your grasp. But remember, this doesn't mean there won't be challenges. The difference is that now, these challenges feel like part of the journey, not obstacles that are holding you back. When you choose yourself, life no longer feels like an endless struggle. Instead, you discover peace within yourself, a peace that is no longer dependent on the approval of others or the success of external circumstances. True peace, Jung taught us, can only come from within, and the most beautiful part of choosing yourself, your transformation becomes a beacon for others. When you live authentically, you inspire those around you. You encourage others not through words or persuasion, but simply by being yourself. Your courage to choose authenticity becomes contagious. As you align with your true self, you create a ripple effect. Those who cross your path feel inspired to take their own steps towards self-discovery. They too begin to choose themselves. And in this way, your choice to live authentically not only transforms your life, but has the potential to change the world around you. Jung understood that every time one person chooses authenticity, it contributes to a collective shift in consciousness. Our relationships change, our communities transform, and the world begins to reflect the truths we each choose to live by. However, the journey toward authenticity is not linear. There will be moments when you feel unstoppable, in tune with yourself, and deeply empowered. And then there will be moments when doubt creeps in. You'll question your decisions. You'll wonder if you're on the right path. But these moments of doubt are not failures. They are invitations to reflect, to learn, and to grow. Jung saw moments of doubt as opportunities for deeper connection with ourselves. They are not signs that you are failing. They are signs that you are evolving. Embrace these moments as part of the journey. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to shed old layers and step into something greater. Even in those moments of uncertainty, trust that you are moving closer to your true self, and remember, you are not alone. This community, this shared journey of self-discovery, is here to remind you that you are supported. Now more than ever is the time to choose yourself. Let go of what no longer serves you. Release the relationships, commitments, and expectations that drain your energy. Imagine the freedom, the lightness, and the clarity that await when you step into your truth. This isn't an unattainable dream. It's a very real possibility that is fully within your reach. All it requires is the courage to choose yourself. The courage to honor your authentic needs, desires, and boundaries. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to be unapologetically you, the version of yourself that exists when no one else is watching. You may face resistance, you may encounter fears, but in choosing yourself, you unlock the true power within you. And when you choose yourself, you change the world around you. As we close, I invite you to reflect on these words. What parts of my life are truly aligned with my authentic self? What can you let go of in order to live with more authenticity? These aren't rhetorical questions, they are a call to action. Every step you take in favor of your true self is a victory. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. This space, this community exists to support you, to remind you that you are not just an individual on this path, but part of something larger, a collective awakening. If this message resonates with you, share it. Share it with someone who is searching for answers. Share it with someone who may need the clarity you've just received. Every interaction, every like, every comment, every share matters. Together, we can create a ripple of change, a movement, where authenticity, courage, and self-acceptance reign. Together, we can build a world that celebrates the power of choosing oneself. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you never miss another message. Let's continue this journey together. Remember, life truly begins the moment you decide to choose yourself.